Hi guys. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about gaming and the gamer's world. Um, I do not consider myself a true gamer um, in the sense of the word, um, but I do consider myself. I did participate in the gaming environment for quite a few months now, and there's some knowledge I would like to bring to the table when it comes to gamers and gaming. Now, the gaming industry is turning out to be a $1 billion industry, and based on my experience of participating in um, in one of the online games, I can clearly see the draw to such a venue, and I can clearly see why um, that it's such a big business. And a lot of that has to do with, of course, the content, the live action, the ability to communicate worldwide with various people, ages, and cultures, which for me was the most enjoyable part of gaming. Um, Now, there's some of the other good things about gaming, like online gaming and things like that, is the escape. It's like a small vacation without having to go anywhere, and still being able to interact with various cultures. Granted, it's limited to texting, messages back and forth, and things like that, but it's still somewhat of an escape from the daily grind. And I get an understand. I have an understanding of that now firsthand. Now, there are some drawbacks that I would like to point out, and one of them, the biggest one, is in-app purchases. Some of these live games require a certain level of dedication, and in order to achieve that, you got to spend some money. And I find myself participating in a game in an in-app game that demanded, in order to have a really enjoyable gaming experience, I had demanded that I had to spend some money, and I did, because for me it was an investment, uh, because I was invited to play the game um, through my tenants. Four of them actually play online this one game, and they invited me to play with them, so I did. I used it as a because my first time ever playing an in-app game. Not that I'm a stranger to playing in-app games. It was my first time playing an in-app game where I had to interact with so many people and do certain things on with some social ramifications involved. Um, but I took the opportunity because one of those clients, I'm his mentor, so it made sense to me to do it, and more importantly, it allowed me to develop a bond with him, along with the other three clients, tenants that I have. And overall, the experience was completely beneficial to me and to us. And the money that I spent on the game, for me, was more of an investment, because I am strongly against using real money to buy fake stuff, or stuff that's not real. Once the server goes down, all that goes with it. So, but in this case, I spent a little bit of money to play the game, so I could truly understand it and enjoy it along with them. But to me, it's a drawback. That is a drawback. And one of the things, I guess, for a typical person to be aware of is that when you start spending money on a game, in-app game, it can get out of hand, and you got to be monitoring yourself in a way where it doesn't happen, where you can really control that. And I find myself wanting to slip further and further into that world and spend more and more money. Fortunately, I'm not a true gamer, so I was able to pull myself back. And and after about a month or two of playing the game, I simply gifted the whatever the bases that I built to two of my my tenants, and and they were grateful for that, and they now can continue playing with the stuff that I built, that I did spend some money on, and in return I have a good relationship with them, which is a good thing because rent keeps coming in like it's supposed to. And we have an open communication system between myself and my tenants, so if something goes wrong, they inform me right away, or if they can't pay the rent on time, they let me know right away, and things like that, so we can work together. And for me it was an investment, but for typical gamers, I think it looks like it's like an escape. And for me, it started to become like an escape, a vacation from the real world. And it really was like a vacation to me. But it can get to a point where it can become addicting. And, I simply went cold turkey. I came to a point of realization that this form of entertainment was going to become expensive, and the investment, although I would never lose, on my overall investment, even if I kept spending, I didn't need to spend more. And although I really wanted to continue playing the game, the best thing for me was to stop. So I stopped, just like that. I signed over the 2 bases to my tenants, and I walked away. Now there are withdrawal symptoms and things like that. However, it doesn't bother me. I feel more relieved more than anything else. Some people cannot escape that environment, and I hope people like that, you will look for things to do outside of the virtual world, where that you can also enjoy some things. Because gamers are very, very social people, highly social, very well articulated, very well educated. Most of them that I encountered in this experience, and a lot of them, like myself, have businesses of their own, or they have high skilled paying jobs. So it's not just, and some of them are students, but it's a plethora of people from all walks of life, all ages, and all cultures. It's an amazing, amazing thing, but it's an addiction that can destroy. And I've seen some of that online on the game too, where people were spending thousands of dollars to play the game, and with no chance of ever getting anything back except to be advanced in the game. So be mindful of those things. If you are going to play a game like that online, look at the company that made the game, and if you're fortunate to find a company that made the game that actually sell stocks, I would strongly recommend you buy some of the stocks in that game while experiencing it, because if people are spending money, that company is making money, and that'll be your bottom line if you have stock in the company. So hopefully this little insight helps somebody out there. Ask questions in the comment section down below, subscribe, and like the video if you do. You'll have a good day.